Hello, I'm Jane Mott of Jane Mott MK. I'm a mobile hairdresser, makeup artist and a independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And following on from my series of foundation tips, I thought I would do a video demonstration, just putting the tips into practice. So I like to start, or I always start with, well, I've cleansed my face and applied my beauty serum of choice. There's various different ones you can use for your different needs, and I'm always happy to advise you on those, but today we're doing makeup, and I've applied my moisturiser. So I'm now ready to apply my makeup, and I'm sat in natural light, so I always sit, I've got a wide windowsill on my bedroom window, so I always sit with a little mirror on the windowsill and do my makeup here because I've got natural light. So I'm going to start with the Mary Kay foundation primer, which also contains SPF 15, so it gives you that added little bit of protection against UVA and B, the environment. Now this works to make your skin absolutely silky smooth, and your foundation will just glide on. It contains ultra fine silica, so it will actually absorb excess oil, because we don't want that shine, ladies, do we? So that's literally just a few seconds to apply that. And my next tip that I gave you was applying, to cover dark circles, how to apply your concealer. Mary Kay have just brought out the under eye corrector, which is a fabulous product, and also they've changed their concealers and they've brought out these beautiful perfecting concealers, which come in a tube with a fabulous little applicator. Now the under eye corrector is the same formula as the concealer, but it is a peach tone, which helps to neutralize the bluish tone of dark circles. So now 3 little dots with a concealer or an under eye corrector around the area you want to cover. This is one of my demo products, so I'm actually going to do it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to pick it up with my finger, and we want to do a triangle. So I think the temptation is just to do it straight across like that, but in actual fact you want to bring it down into a triangle down onto your cheek. And then you can see I'm just tapping with my finger to blend those 3 dots that I did on that side. Now this side I did the what not to do, but I will just bring that down and I will just use my finger to blend. And you can already see that dark circle has been neutralised. This works with any skin tone. I have actually even seen ladies in Singapore, and one of my unit sister consultancies is Bronze Skin, and she's used it very successfully. Now for mums on the run, you could, or if you're in a rush, you could put your under eye concealer on and just go straight on with your powder foundation as a quick on the go. But I'm going to do the foundation colour matching next. So I've got 3 colours of liquid foundation. I'm going to demonstrate the stripe, how to choose the right undertone. So I've got similar coloured. You'll often see it demonstrated with a very dark stripe and a very light stripe, and then the colour in the middle disappears, and that's what we want. We want the foundation colour to match so perfectly that it appears to disappear. So I've got Ivory 5 here, and I'm using Mary Kay's Time Wise Liquid Foundation. I'm using the matte wear, and these are great because they're mineral based, so they're going to work with the warmth of your skin. This is sort of an olivey, Ivory 5 has got a slight olivey undertone, and I think you can sort of see that one is too light. It's there. I've then got Ivory 7. Oh, a bit too much there. And these also contain anything with Time Wise in has got our age fighting ingredients in it. So these have got a little bit of skincare in as well. So it's a multitasking product. So I've put Ivory 5, Ivory 7, and I'm now going to put some Beige 1 behind the... And I'm hoping you can see the warmth of my skin is working with it, but Ivory 5 is still visible. It's too pale. Ivory 7 is a little bit too warm for it's got a little bit of an orangey tone. It's not the right undertone for me. And the Beige 1 is already, even though it's the last one on, starting to disappear. Ivory 5 over my whole face I think would make me look a little too pale. Ivory 7's a little bit too warm. I would end up with a little bit of a line here. Beige 1 is disappearing. If you want to double check, what I suggest you do, just to be 100% sure, and again you need to do this in natural daylight, is just put a little bit across your cheek, and I think you would agree straight away. Beige 1 has disappeared. It's such a good match you can't really even see the outer line. So that is the right one for me. And we're going to apply that with the Mary Kay liquid foundation brush, which has synthetic bristles so that it doesn't absorb your product. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to take one side of the brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit of foundation. I'm then going to just stipple off the excess. Now I like to put it over my dark circle because that's an area I'm concerned with straight away. So I like to start there and then I work out. So I'm just going to blend it. And I'm just using one side of the brush at the moment, so I'm blending out and right over my whole eye, down the nose. And so I'm just going to do half of my face initially. This is what I do when I do a foundation matching service, ladies. So this is exactly what I do. Get you to put the foundation primer on and do the 3 stripes on the chin, and then I apply liquid to one side of your face, or encourage you to try it so you can try the product for yourself. I'm going to go back and put a little bit more because I'm a little bit obsessed with covering my dark circles. I have got hereditary ones. So you can actually go back when you've got the right colour and put it where you feel you need it. And then looking in the mirror now, because I was doing it from looking in the camera, I can't see as much. I have put a little bit too much. So I'm going to flip the brush to the clean side and just use that to blend it. Now, if we look, it's not, I haven't got this line going down my face. It all sort of blends well. So it's a good colour match. Now, I did say earlier that you could just put the powder on and go. So if people aren't sure whether they prefer a liquid or a powder, and some people don't use foundation because they're not sure how to. So I've got the powder, mineral powder foundation. This is a foundation in its own right. It comes in 7 different colours. I've got Ivory 2 here. And now it's got a little like talcum powder shaker lid on the top, which you can lock and unlock. So as long as you remember to lock it up each time, when you take the lid off, if it's been in your handbag or you're travelling, your lid's not going to be full of powder. So I undid the shaker and tapped a little bit of powder into the lid. I always like to do my shaker lid back up. I've got a little bit of powder. I've then got the mineral powder foundation, which has got a completely flat top, because if you have a domed brush, as soon as you put anything on it, the bristles go. Whereas you can see with my finger, this is going to stay sturdy, and it's densely packed, so it's going to get in all the little nooks and crannies. So what we do is we just pick up some of the powder I'm going to tap the excess off back into the pot, and then I'm just going to swirl the brush in the lid to pick up the powder. Now I can still see a little bit of powder on the top of that brush. It's not worked in properly, so I like to just tap it and it goes into the brush and just work it in. And those size circles are exactly how we're going to apply that to the face. So I'm actually now going to apply this straight onto this side of the face, and literally the same little circles. I'm not putting any extra pressure on the brush, and in fact a good tip is to hold the end of your brush, because I think if we hold it down here like a pen, we're tempted to really press hard and splay the bristles. We don't want to splay the bristles. So if you hold the end of the brush, it's a much lighter, and you literally just go in little circles over the whole face. So that's the mineral powder applied. So I've got one side of my face in Ivory 2 mineral powder, one side of my face in Beige 1 Time Wise liquid foundation. And I think you'll agree, either, depending on your coverage preference, if you're just running to take the kids to school and in a quick rush, then the powder's probably the quickest. I'm actually a liquid and powder girl, so I'm going to pick up the last little bit of powder and just put a little bit over the top of the liquid. And again, you'll often hear me say, with 2 Mary Kay products, you've got 3 choices or 3 colours. I say it with lipsticks and lip glosses. If you've got a lipstick and a lip gloss, you've actually got 3 colours, because you can wear the gloss on its own, the lipstick on its own, or the 2 together. And again, you can wear the mineral powder on its own, you can wear the liquid on its own, or you can wear them together. So 2 products, 3 choices. And I think you'll all agree that this is a very natural, blemish-free, flawless. We haven't got a line here. Obviously I'm going to continue and apply the rest of my colour products. I will do my eyebrows and my eyeliner. But ladies, if you would like to have a foundation matching consultation with me, then please do contact me. My telephone number is 0777 3149431, and I will put my information below on the video. And I also do skincare consultations, so for any beauty needs, please do contact me. And my name is Jane Mott. My business is Jane Mott MK, and I am a mobile hairdresser, makeup artist and independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay. Thank you for watching my video. Enjoy the rest of your day.